Welcome back to the lab, folks. Today we've got a mailbag video for you. Now please excuse me if my voice gets weak and gives out on me. I've just recently got it back after an absence. So I've been going through a little bit of a cold. Alright, so these are all, again, everything's from AliExpress. And I think I know what this is. This is a thing we used to call fish paper. I don't know if you're familiar with that or not, but basically it's a cardboard that can be stuck on to circuit boards and stuff like that to protect them against shorts and stuff. So useful in building battery packs and installing battery packs and circuitry if you have to kind of isolate the circuitry from the battery pack and things of that nature. You could wrap it around a flat LiPo battery for add additional protection in case it comes loose. Very, very handy stuff, but back in the old days we used to call it fish paper. I'm not really sure what it's called now, but I will leave the link in the description. Okay, here we got some dual gang potentiometers. Now, one of the main reasons I got these was if you back up a mailbag video or two and a testing AliExpress electronics video, you'll see I got a preamplifier, and in it was a potentiometer just like this one, but it was all cocked to one side, and I wanted to get a replacement for it. So I decided to stock up on a few of them here, and I got a little bag. I think it's 10 of them in there. And for my future designs, I'm going to be using these ones rather than the bigger round ones. Ah, yes, yep. These are just USB plugs, USB Type A plugs. I got these mostly for making up power cables. So you just connect your wire to the two outside ones and that gets you your power. So then you just snap these things together. There's a male and female halves too. Yeah, there we go. So there's one with the pins on it, and this one here has got the holes in it. So that's the way it will go. You need one of each. All right, yeah, these are going to come in handy for making up USB power cables. You know, you can buy them, but generally they come in 1 meter, 2 meter, 3 meter. What if you wanted something that just fits nicely on your bench, goes to some place that you needed to go to, and instead of having a whole pile of extra wire coiled up behind you, you custom make one and make it to your needs. Ah, yes. Okay, so these are just some of those sea of holes type PC boards here, just for making up quick circuits and stuff like that. I mean, it's fine using this sort of thing if you get really good ones, and they've got a shelf life. Like the contacts start to corrode and they get loose, or you put in big pins and stuff like that. And you don't always get something that's all that reliable once these things wear out. And it's almost just as quick to solder up something really quickly on something like this. And then you can have you could cut them to size. That's what I usually do. So I just got a few of them here, and I also got the ones that have like the several pads lined up, connected together in like a dip formation. Those are really handy to have as well. A stubby screwdriver. Now I don't know how good these are yet, but the nice thing about them is they'll fit all the tips that I currently have, that I got for my other screwdrivers, like these ones here. But these ones, you know, like a screwdriver can be too long to get in, and this is a stubby version. It's also got a ratchet attachment on it, so you can set this to ratchet one way or the other. Like that will be loosening, and this will be tightening. So that's really handy as well when you're in a really tight spot to have that ratcheting feature. They do come with a tip that's got a flat on one end and a number 2 Phillips on the other, and it's an adjustable length. We've got some use out of them, and we'll report back in a future video. These are just those Velcro Tie Wraps. I use these all the time. I'm going through these like crazy. So I just stock up on them now and then. So I think there was 100 of them here, or 50 of them. I'll leave a link below. These are very handy. If you don't use them, try them out. Get some and try them out. Single pull, single throw switches that you can you just nibble out a little hole in your panel and slip one of these in, and then you have a little power switch. I wouldn't use something like this for anything, you know, that draws a lot of current. But if you just got a little battery powered device or something like that and you wanted a nice little rocker switch on it, then these are ideal for that. And this bag came with, I think it's 3 different colors. Yeah, so we've got red, black, and white. And over here we have some more switches. We'll cut this one. These are just single pole double throw toggle switches. Now I also have to get some with that are center off, so I got to pick up some of those too. But I'd run out of these recently, and this is just a restocking order. These are banana barrel connectors. They got a female in both ends, and you just take your cables and you can extend them. So if you have 2 cables 1 meter long and you need to get 2 meters, you can just use one of these to join your cables up and go a little bit further. Very handy to have on the bench. And last but not least, in this bag of tricks is these are just little trimmer pots. Now again, I tend to use those 10-turn Burns, I thought they're $39.96, something like that. But sometimes you don't need that kind of accuracy, and it's nice just to have a little thing that, you know, you can tweak a parameter on an operational amplifier or feedback on a transistor or something like that. So I'm going to be using these going forward in my designs where I don't need the accuracy of 10 or 15 turn pot. So yeah, there are different values here, and it's like 5 of each value just to get me started. Okay, so what this is a BNC splitter. It doesn't have, it just parallels everything here, but it allows you, if you have a generator and you want to take the same signal out of the generator and put it to 2 different devices, this allows you to do that. So yeah, these are real handy to have. And I didn't have one like this before. I have T's, but sometimes you want the cables to come straight off for convenience sake. These are little Kelvin clips, almost like miniature Kelvin clips, if you will. But I got these for the fact that I can just use regular banana cables with them. So a regular banana connector will plug in there, and you can just at the spur of the moment create yourself some Kelvin leads for 4-wire measurement, or for anything else for that matter. So even if you're just using them as a, you know, to measure across a surface mount part, they could be used for that. Bags within bags. Okay, these must be all the same thing, maybe just different varieties of them. Let's see what they are. These are hemostats. You know, are these nice hemostats? Because bad hemostats are pretty useful. Oh yeah, they are. They are pretty good. Yeah, my dad used to use, he was an electrical engineer too. He used to use hemostats all the time. And what he generally used them for, or at least I remember him using them for, is as a heat sink. I don't know if you're familiar with older transistors back in the day, especially germanium transistors. They're incredibly heat sensitive. And if you took a little bit too long in soldering them, you had to replace them. So what he would do is he would just clamp the lead of the transistor near the circuit board and then solder it. I think I can come up with some other uses for them too. It's just in holding things, like even holding a wire out of the way while you're working on something that keeps insisting on coming back in. And did I get 3 all the same? I did. That was odd of me. But yeah, they look like they're all exactly the same. So these will go in my soldering station in the drawer there just for that sort of thing, and then I'll have one here on the bench for, you know, the other purpose of holding things out of the way. All right, last item. So this is for AC. It's a little meter with a pickup coil on it. So that gives you the current going in, and then you connect this across the voltage here to give you the voltage, and it provides you with it's frequency. Okay, I thought it was going to power down here. All right, I misled myself, but that's okay. It'll still come in handy. The nice thing about these, and I did get a little round one too in a previous mailbag video. The nice thing about these is you can just use like a step drill just a plain ordinary round hole in your panel and pop one of these in, and then you have a meter. So they're easy to deploy, and you know, they're not highly accurate, only 3-digit, up to 100 amps, up to 600 volts. Yeah, that should be plenty for my purposes. Okay folks, that was it. I hope you got something out of this. Like I said, everything here was from AliExpress as usual. And I'll leave links to everything down below so you can go check any of this stuff out. And I should let you know that they've got their Black Friday sale still on. I think it's on until the 3rd of December. So go check it out. There's some really good deals. So what I thought I'd do going forward with these mailbag videos is maybe do them a little bit more frequently, and you just do a smaller video with less stuff in it. Let me know down below if you think that would work out better. I know most people do kind of like a weekly one. I probably wouldn't do it that often. I mean, as much as I do buy off of AliExpress, I don't think I buy enough to properly do a video every week. We'll see going forward. The next video I'm going to do is I got sent in a nice little device. I want to show that to you. And then after that, I'm going to be doing maybe a video or two on one of my meters. One of my meters let out the magic smoke. So that'll be like a video on putting the magic smoke back in. And happy Thanksgiving to all my American friends. And we'll see you later. Bye-bye.